A constitution is the arrangement of magistrates in a state. A friend to all is a friend to none. A likely impossibility is always preferable to an unconvincing possibility. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. All human beings, by nature, desire to know. All men by nature desire knowledge. Anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and is not easy. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. Change in all things is sweet. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy as better than in actual life. Criticism is something we can avoid easily by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. Each man judges well the things he knows. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. Equality consists in the same treatment of similar persons. Even when laws have been written down, they ought not always to remain unaltered. Every rascal is not a thief, but every thief is a rascal. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution, it represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. For what is the best choice, for each individual, is the highest it is possible for him to achieve. Friends hold a mirror up to each other. Through that mirror they can see each other in ways that would not otherwise be accessible to them, and it is this mirroring that helps them improve themselves as persons. Friendship is essentially a partnership. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Happiness is activity. Happiness is an expression of the soul in considered actions. Happiness is the settling of the soul into its most appropriate spot. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. He who is to be a good ruler must have first been ruled. Hope is a waking dream. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. I have gained this by philosophy, that I do without being commanded what others do only from fear of the law. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. It is easy to perform a good action, but not easy to acquire a settled habit of performing such actions. It is not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. It is possible to fail in many ways, while to succeed is possible only in one way. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Liars, when they speak the truth, are not believed. Love is composed of single soul inhabiting two bodies. Man is a goal-seeking animal. His life only has meaning if he is reaching out and striving for his goals. Man is by nature a political animal. Men acquire particular quality by constantly acting in a particular way. Men are swayed more by fear than by reverence. Men create gods after their own image, not only with regard to their form but with regard to their mode of life. Misfortune shows those who are not really friends. Most people would rather give than get affection. My best friend is the man who in wishing me well wishes it for my sake. No notice is taken of a little evil, but when it increases it strikes the eye. No one would choose a friendless existence on condition of having all the other things in the world. Obstinate people can be divided into the opinionated, the ignorant, and the boorish. Of all the varieties of virtues, liberalism is the most beloved. Perfect friendship is the friendship of men who are good, and alike in excellence, for these wish well alike to each other qua good, and they are good in themselves.